NATO has wrapped up a two-day meeting in Brussels by formally inviting Montenegro to become the alliance's 29th member. The move led to immediate threats of retaliation by Russia, which has been deeply critical of NATO's eastward expansion, calling it a threat to European stability and security. CCTV's Jack Barton has this report from Brussels.
As Montenegro's Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Defence entered the NATO meeting room, there was applause and handshakes. It's the first time since Albania and Croatia joined in 2009 that NATO has agreed to expand, and as with those other nations, it was a country Russia believes is within its sphere of influence. Moscow has called the move provocative and threatened retaliation. But NATO insists the accession plan has been in the pipeline for 9 years and is not aimed at encircling Russia.
The decision to invite Montenegro to become a full member is not about Russia. It is about Montenegro and about NATO. And the decision to invite Montenegro is not directed against anyone. It is for our shared security.
The accession plan comes at a time of heightened tensions, especially after NATO member Turkey shot down a Russian warplane. NATO officials also agreed on Wednesday to boost efforts to defend Turkey's borders, which will include the deployment of more surface-to-air missiles, fighter jets and naval ships stationed in the eastern Mediterranean. But efforts were also made to defuse tensions with Russia. US Secretary of State John Kerry was keen to get the focus back on joint efforts to combat ISIL.
We welcome Russia's engagement in the Syria process. We think Russia can be, obviously, as long as they're focused on Daesh and as long as they are genuine in wanting to be part of implementing Geneva, they can be an extremely constructive and important player in reaching a solution to this current crisis.
Kerry also said, while Syria's President Assad would ultimately have to go, that would not equate to regime change.
We don't want the army to implode or the health or education entity or other serious delivery systems of the current government to fall apart, because that, as we all learned in the experience of Iraq, is disastrous.
NATO members, including Germany and the Netherlands, have called for the resumption of direct talks with Moscow. And NATO Secretary General has confirmed that the door to direct communications with the Kremlin is open. Jack Barton, CCTV, Brussels.